The answer is right here with Doreen and Grace.
But do we really have the right answer?
Maybe, maybe not.
But we try to make sense of what's happening around us.
Welcome to another episode.
Drum rolls. Wow. Nimeanza mapema.
How are you?
I'm fine.
It's been a whole week
Yes.
of not seeing each other. Maybe people think we live together.
Yeah. But it's been a whole week. It's been tough.
Yeah.
It's been crazy.
Oh.
With me starting, let me not spoil, but with me looking for a job. Yeah, it's been a whole week of up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hustling, gigs, nini.
Yes.
Oh. I don't know. It's hard on everybody, unfortunately. Uko peke yako.
Yes.
We're in this together. So, before we start, tell us our analytics.
Yeah, hey, people are watching us and it's quite interesting. Yeah, I was just looking at my Instagram and most of my viewers actually come from abroad. Yeah, though my top countries are Kenya, US, Germany, and UK. But looking at the Spotify analytics, you could see like Kenya's the fourth watching us.
Kenyans are number 4.
Yeah, meaning
Imagine.
we're even supposed to start speaking English most of the time, because if Kenyans are number 4 and we are creating content that actually affects them in real life, it brings a lot of questions, and people who are consuming are US and they're even interested in partnering with us.
Yeah, we found a few requests on our email.
Yeah.
So US, UK, Canada, then Kenya.
Yes.
Then Portugal.
Yes.
That's how well we are listened to. In case you did not know.
You're the only person missing. And if you are a youth and you're not watching, just know even over 65 years are watching.
Yeah. By then our age ranges is from 24 to 34. That's our highest.
Yes. But we also have 35 to 44. We have 18 to 24 watching, and we have 65 plus.
65 plus. Yeah.
Watching our content.
Yeah, it's
very
nice.
Maybe you should. Interesting.
Yeah, I was saying maybe you should partner with us.
Yes.
You should. You think about it. So we appreciate everybody who is listening or even watching on YouTube. We really do appreciate it. Thank you, and continue watching, listening, subscribing.
Now that you've talked about watching, you need to do something so that people can stop listening on YouTube and start watching.
And see our faces, our cute faces and smiles. Because we have a good, cute face and smile. Anyway, let's get into the episode.
Yes, on our this week's episode, we are talking about 3 different things, but then we are bringing a very interesting thing around it, the theories. But let's start with the first one, the Kalasha Awards. What do you have to tell us about
the Kalasha Awards? Maybe I could give a small rundown. The Kalasha Awards started in 2009.
Yes.
With the aim to recognize film and TV excellence in Kenya. So last year, 2025, there was no Kalasha Awards. Reason being, there was a cancellation due to 40 million funding gap. And now it's back in 2026.
Yes.
It had over 185 submissions, 40 categories. And they are saying that the prize money increased from 200K to 500K.
Yes. And actually everyone walked out with 500,000. Every winner walked out with 500,000 Kenyan shillings.
Yes.
But it's interesting that since its inception, the presidents of Kenya have never attended the Kalasha Awards since 2009, and this was the first.
It was the first.
Yes, that our WSR attended the Kalasha Awards this year.
And he was even in a skit.
Yes. He participated in a
Talking
skit.
about forcing issues.
No, let's first not go to forcing issues. You're supposed to even talk about the gig economy and how he's really into the creative industry and how he's supporting the youths while creating employment for them. And it's interesting that he gave or he allocated he raised the allocation for the film industry from, was it 500 million 500 million to 1 billion. Yes, this is actually to honor the legend. He was called John Karanja. Yeah, that he made him raise to 1 billion. He pledged that so that he emphasized on the need to fund new creatives who are talking about real situations in Kenya. And he mentioned one of our own who we see most of the time, Joro Auba. Yeah, he mentioned, so you could see the content that Joro Auba is creating, and he was very interested in contents that are being created in terms of maybe affordable housing, the real situations happening in Kenya. So he was embracing the fact that the locals are talking about what is happening in their country. Yeah, and most of the time it used to come from outside. Now we are embracing our local content and our local people from films, documentaries.
We are actually,
all
people are into it.
Yes.
But then this brings me to the critique part of it, yeah? These awards, only a handful of them win. Kwani how many people are going to win out of 185 submissions, first and foremost? So majority of the creatives and actors, they are unpaid.
Yes, they are unpaid.
They are unpaid, underpaid, and it's still very informal. Talking of, funding is okay.
Yes.
But there's a lot of gaps, and there's been this conversation on copyright.
Okay.
Nakumbuka akisema even in that Kalasha akisema sijui he will fire nani, anaitwa nani? This guy.
The guy that came with the
this guy that is
I'm trying to remember his name, but he gave him work, but he hasn't delivered that to now. Yeah, he hasn't
delivered. It was on copyright enforcement. Talking about policy again, there's a weak monetization pipelines. You see, even TikTokers in Kenya, they don't make as much money as other TikTokers anywhere.
Yes,
because, okay, it's an issue, especially because Kenyans, we are said we are the most people who are online. We are very high consumers.
Yes, of online
content, but our content creators, our actors, they are not well supported, if I may say so.
Yeah, and something, our president will never lack something to say about that. He mentioned something about meeting, was it the Meta or what, on issues of monetization.
He's always been meeting them. See, alipatana tena wa TikTok last year.
Yes, but that's a question that we need to ask. But apart from that, we also need, as much as we need more funding for content, are we looking at also people who are uko chini at the grassroots level? Because we are trying to make the gig economy, the creative industry work, but then it's in favor of specific people.
They're what you would say Nairobi creatives.
Yes,
in quotes.
Yes, I could call that. So what happens to the locals? What happens to those people who are really trying? Should they try harder, or this information is gonna get to them? Are they gonna also get this funding, this 1 billion billion that is being directed to the film industry? Yes.
I mean, it's one of those conversations that is important because at these times, a lot of us, as you had said earlier, we are focusing on gigs.
Yes.
Gigs here, gigs there. So I think it's an industry that we need to explore very well, to even export our creatives to go and do, big things outside there, maybe Hollywood and stuff.
Yes.
It's a conversation that needs to be well structured, well had, and because it has great potential.
Yes, so we remain, as much as it has great potential, it's good. We are being given funds, but we are not looking at allocation. We are looking at also distribution of these funds. Yes. Will it be able to benefit everyone? Will it transform this industry? We can't say it will transform it in a shorter time, but then at least it's a progress. But then
it is, yeah.
Yes, but then we need accountability of these funds. Yes.
Yeah, I really hope they get serious with it. I believe in that industry, the creative industry, because that's where we are. With globalization, with digital access rising.
Yes.
There's so much potential there. Anyway, let's
Zoom
get
out
to the budget. Talking
Yes.
of money, budget allocation, nini. So have you heard the 2026-2027 budget is about to go even higher?
Yes.
Tell us.
Yeah, this year the budget was projected around 4.7 trillion, one of the
Yes.
highest
Ever, yes.
Yeah, it was being discussed like this year's budget only. It's like a 10-year budget of when President Uhuru was in power. Yes, so we are looking at 4.7 trillion. That is an increase from the previous year, which was 4.2 trillion.
Yes.
Yeah.
A whole 437 what is it? Billion increase. Yes.
Increase. And this is not just a simple increase story. We are looking at financial pressures. We are looking at how will we manage these debts that we have. And we're also looking at trying to sustain the government operations. Yeah. So what does this mean for Kenyans?
I don't know what it really means, because we have a bigger budget and we still have, let's say, the same problems. Youth unemployment is still high. The cost of living is even menunua nyanya.
Me najipanganga, so I can't say my heart on. But normally I told you earlier, may always blend my nyanya. So it happened that I blend, I store it in the freezer, and it goes even for a month. So before nyanya went up, I had already bought and blended my tomatoes. Now I'm just using the puree. Yeah, so I don't even relate when people tell me nyanya is 20 shillings. I don't, because I bought nyanya when last it was 3 at 20 shillings. 3
at 20?
Yeah, or 4 at 20. So I'm like, you guys are telling me one tomato is 20 bob. I'm like, hey, you guys are suffering. But then I'm praying it comes down.
Well, it should, because everything has gone up, every little thing. I asked why, and they're saying it's because of the rains. But anyway, that's not what you're talking about. We're talking about how the budget is huge, and we still have some of these problems. So where is the money going, really? Because it's okay, you allocate, but where is this money going?
Yes, and we are still talking about really big debts that we are supposed to service. We are talking about recurrent expenditures that we can't even afford for now. This means that we are not even having money to employ more people as much as... Yes.
You're talking about corruption.
We are talking about corruption.
Now, stall projects.
Yes.
And weak service delivery. I don't know. Clearly, it's not a revenue problem at this point.
Now we call it a governance problem, and we bring the 2 terms and one term thing inside. But then, so while we are looking at these numbers, they sound so big, but then it feels like, how can I call it? Like, how does it feel for like everyday impact in a Kenyan? Who is suffering with all these things? And why are we still talking about increasing budget expenditures, but then we are complaining about our high cost of living each and every day? We are talking about constant economic pressures. We are talking about like there is not that inclusive growth in everyone. So why increase the budget and yet we still lack jobs? Yet we have poor services.
Projects are
stall projects.
We just feel fatigued on matters when it comes to tax. We are still feeling poorer.
Yeah, and it's just something that we are even tired of talking about every day.
Talking of it, it's a really hard time to be a
Kenyan,
a young adult, where you're trying to start a business, start a family, I don't know, travel, get a job, like...
Hadi unaanza kujiuliza, kwani what can I do? Kwani how did our parents used to manage? Because I was like, Mommy, I need this, and we are like so many in our home. And she gets to manage all of that. She gets to make everyone comfortable without complaining. I'm like,
Hey.
You even fear getting kids. And this will bring us to the theories. One of the theories that we are going to talk about today.
Yeah,
and just looking at our parents, how they were, and this other side. Yeah, well, not wasting time. Let's talk about the new shift in politics with the Irungu Kang'ata thing. Can you tell us something about that?
Irungu Kang'ata is one of those, I'd say, a seasoned politician. He's well respected. He's, a composed politician.
Yes.
Him saying he's not going to run under UDA ticket, that tells you something. That tells you there's a crack in UDA. I don't know.
But then, apart from Irungu, we see like we are in a pre-election period, and we need most of the politicians are trying to realign themselves with where it fits with them.
Positioning.
Yeah, repositioning themselves. So him moving, yes, we don't want to question so much about what is a crack and all that, but then let's call it it's a realignment phase and trying to see where do I fit more.
What are the people saying? But also it's, truth be told, clearly UDA is losing relevance in Mount Kenya.
Yes, because we are reading grounds. We see we've just seen the economic frustrations. We've seen the dissatisfaction with everything.
Is one term becoming a reality? Well, we'll see about that. Yeah, yes. But that's a big shift.
Yes,
because if he moves with Murang'a County as a whole.
Yes, but while you are shifting, you're also trying to make sense of everything and see is it relevant for you to stay there or move? Are you able to be? Then you see, he's not vying for presidency; it's a local seat, so you need to stay relevant. Are you electable with that political party? You also look at that. And in Mount Kenya, they're shifting from UDA. So if you stand with UDA, there's high chances of you not being elected. Being elected. So we want to keep on staying in power, stay electable, stay relevant. Yeah. But we also have to ask ourselves as citizens, do these changes improve governance, or it's just rearranging influence? That's a question for you. And it will be answered by you when you watch this podcast. Ask yourself that. Yeah, so let's move on to our final topic
segment, which is on research. And today we are talking about theories, everyday theories, the way you see things, questioning life. So anyway, let's start with the first one.
Okay.
The ironic process theory. So it says the more you try not to become something, the more likely you are to become it.
Yes.
If you keep saying, I'll never repeat my mother's story, or I will never end up with a partner like my dad, but you are constantly thinking about it, studying it, fearing it, without realizing, you start walking into the exact pattern that you are trying to avoid unconsciously.
But is it true?
I think it is. It is. It's like, if you keep on saying, I will not, you're focusing on the I will not.
By the way. So it's still in your mind.
Yeah, it's unconscious, and you're attracting more of the I will not.
Yeah, so you become even anxious about it.
Yes.
And you find yourself doing that or something that is close to that.
Yeah. So ideally, I think this theory is trying to say, focus on the I will do this. The focus on, if it's on matters maybe not having your mother's story, maybe try and see, so what changes do I need to see in my story, and what do I need? Is it going to school? Is it maybe not marrying early? Is it working out of a dangerous situation early?
Not marrying early. That's quite interesting. And just know that we unintentional. But I can also ask this question: do we unintentionally amplify the very problems that we want to solve? So you are looking, for instance, at poverty. Then ironically, you are thinking about poverty, and you're so like, I just don't want to be poor until your mind gets to that same statement. I just don't want
to be
until
poor.
you're even scared, you're anxious of that
so
same
you're not
thing.
able to move.
Yeah, everything is just stuck to your mind.
It's
quite interesting.
Yeah, maybe you can tell us the second one. You have it.
Yeah, I can.
The king.
Yeah, the King Solomon's paradox. You give the best advice to everyone except yourself. All your friends come to you for advice. This is actually true before you even finish.
Yeah.
You know exactly they are settling for what they need to walk away from. But in your relationship, you are giving yourself none of that same wisdom, because emotional proximity clouds judgment in a way that distance never does. This is why outside perspective matters, and why you should sometimes ask yourself what you'd tell your best friend if she came to you with your exact situation.
Yeah. Removing yourself from that situation and, looking at it from outside.
Yes.
Because for sure, I also give the best advice.
Yeah, you are normally very wise while giving advices,
very
but
wise.
While giving yourself, you are very poor at decision making process. Yes, it happens. By the way, I've seen that most of the time.
Most of the time,
yes,
it's because it's you. You maybe, I don't know, you're feeling sorry for yourself, and another person you're just observing. You're not feeling her per se.
Yes,
but for you.
But why is it always that way? Like, it's easy to tell someone, even if they come with a job opportunity for you, or they ask you for a job opportunity, it's easy for you to even explain to them, this is what I normally do. You can actually do this. You can join the LinkedIn. You can put your profile this way. But then when it comes to you, you cannot even do that.
Why though?
I don't know. We need to ask ourselves that. It's a theory. We need to look at it.
Maybe it's something we need to do more of, like asking ourselves, what would I do in this situation?
Yes.
Unajitoa tu kwa hiyo mix. You see yourself from the outside.
Yes.
It's so hard, but I think these are things that you should learn to do, because you can't keep on sabotaging yourself.
Yes.
But huku nje, you're the best person. People come to advice from you. Yeah. Anyway, so the third theory, I hope as you're listening this, you're able to reflect on your side.
Yes.
Yeah. The third one is the boiling frog theory. You don't notice the slow things that are destroying you. If you drop a frog into boiling water, it jumps out immediately. But if you place it in cool water and raise the temperature slowly, it adjusts to each small change and never notices the danger until it's too late. You don't enter bad situations suddenly. You ease into them. At first, it's small things, slight disrespect, small red flags, things you brush off. Then it grows gradually. By the time you realize how bad it is, you've already adjusted to it.
Yeah, we fail to react to slow and gradual negative effects.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at the things that we are looking at now in Kenya, the rising cost of living, the erosion of even freedom of even speech or expression, the declining quality of services. So we've just been seeing this. Maybe it's inakuhit hivi kidogo, but then it doesn't come in full force. But then when you realize that this is actually affecting us, it's already too late.
It's already too late.
Yes.
Yeah. We've talked about this in previous episode where we say we see a small thing and then we're like, it's okay. We can still manage this.
Yes.
Then another thing it's okay. How many billions were stolen? 2. It's fine.
Hiyo ni kidogo. We can actually pay this. Then by the time you realize, it's
we are in debts in trillions.
Yes, and they are still adding more bills to the financial year.
Yeah. And
you're like, who is going to pay this? Who is going to pay for all these taxes? We need to react, but then it's already late. You reacted in 2024, 2025, you went silent. This is 2026, another billions of money on top. Now, how are you going to solve this? It's a question to ask ourselves, and this applies to the boiling frog theory. Yes, so we need to know, like, or we need to know a problem early.
Usipoziba ufa utajenga
Ukuta. And know how to resist to these problems. Yes.
Seeing red flags as pink flags at first.
Green. Ni red.
Ni pink. Ikianza ni
Gracie anasema hii si red, hii imedauli. Ati mbona inakaa pink? Is red? Yeah, on to our next theory, the black coffee theory. You keep getting what you don't want because you keep focusing on it. Our mind is like a search engine. Whatever we feed it consistently, fear, obsession, worry, it starts working over time to find evidence of exactly that thing in our real life. If all your thoughts are, I don't want a man that cheats, your mind is still centered on cheating. So you start overlooking green flags and over noticing the very thing you fear. And somehow that's exactly what keeps showing up.
Yeah. The black coffee theory.
Yeah.
Focusing on the wrong things. Focusing on the wrong things that we consistently fear or obsess towards.
That you acquire a taste of bitterness over time. Like you're so like, something happened to you, and this is people who give people character. They make people develop new characters. We call it alinipiga character development. So that thing happens to you, and you're like, and I will still relate it to low men. They call them romantic, but the biggest cheaters. So you're like, this person, like alinipiga character development. So you are so into it that you are still attracting the same people who are doing that. So or you acquire a taste of bitterness to that specific thing that you start attracting the same thing.
Or even, because also I'm getting, maybe this person is a good person, but because you have your fear of being cheated on, you're just seeing like, he could be in a meeting, like he could not hata afikiri stories za mtu mwingine or anything, but for you inakani kama he's cheating, hajajibu message yako in 10 minutes, you're overreacting because you think he's cheating in as much as he is not. You're just overlooking the goodness maybe that he has to the something that you already fixated in your mind that he has to cheat.
Yes, and this I can still relate it to the hustle culture. We are used to hustling that we just come and see like there is no any other way of making it apart from hustling and selling. You must hustle, like romanticizing struggles, and this is something that we talked about last time, romanticizing struggles. So you are just used to struggling until you are now struggling. Like automatically you are just struggling. Yes. So we've just normalized hardship. We've romanticized struggles.
Oh my goodness.
This theory is very ironical.
It is. Maybe you can do the fifth one because there are so many. I don't know if we'll do them today, but so the fifth one says it's the empty boat theory. Imagine you're on a lake in a boat and another boat crashes into you. Your first instinct is anger until you look and realize the other boat is completely empty, drifting with the current. Suddenly, there's nobody to be angry at. Not everything people do is about you. Someone is cold, distant, or dismissive, and you start asking, what did I do? Meanwhile, they are just dealing with their own issues, moods, or limitation. You took it personally, but it was never really about you.
Yes, and I want to translate it very directly. Like you are sitting somewhere, maybe having your coffee, or you've just gone to a club, or you're just passing. I'll start with going to a club. Then you see someone looking at you. In real sense, they're not even looking at you. Maybe they're looking at something else, or they are just into a deep thought. And you're like, why is this person looking at me? Or you're passing somewhere and you hear people laughing. So you're like, why are they laughing?
Yeah, you think they're laughing.
The immediate time I've passed, they laughed. And maybe they were just making a fun thing or making stories and they laughed at it. That is so common among human beings.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's so common to think maybe even somebody shouted at you or something, and you just think you did something wrong or there's something wrong with you.
Yes.
Yeah, people are dealing with a lot out here, especially nowadays. But it's a theory to show us that you give grace to people, extend some grace to people. They are the same way you're going through issues, it's the same way another person is going through. So it's never really about you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not about you, honey.
Yeah, I think we need to be doing more of these theories.
We really do.
It also helps you in reflecting daily life and also situations that you've been through that you really need to talk about or even digest and see, wow, it's actually making sense to me, and this thing I need to change in my life and perceive it this way or do it this way for me to progress. Yeah, we can look at the last one, then you plug us with today's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
The burnt toast theory. Every time you burnt your toast, missed your bus, got stuck in traffic, and arrived late, something was being rearranged on your behalf. The job you didn't get was clearing the path for one that actually fit you. The relationship that ended when you wanted it to continue was making space for something your current self couldn't even imagine yet. You don't always get to know why things are redirected, but looking back, almost always the dots connect.
Yeah. Oh, that is such a heartwarming theory.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That sometimes things happen and you just let them happen, because tell me why you are stuck in traffic. Na ujui hiyo siku na ni ile siku hakunanga maybe traffic ama hii route hainanga traffic, but somehow you are caught there.
You're caught in traffic, or you never wake up late. Then you wake up late. Then you follow. I will use a very awkward situation. You wake up late, and you just get into somewhere, and there was a really bad accident, and you're like, I normally pass this place at this specific time. Why was I late today?
Yeah.
And also in some cases you might miss. I'll become also more personal with this, and also something that is affecting very, very many youths, the job opportunity. You get to miss so many interviews. You're not given a job, but then you're like, it's normally God's timing, because the next thing, imagine you'll never lack and you'll get gigs and they will pay you, and or something. You're just waiting for a very big opportunity, one that will be very crazy. Yet you missed 10 opportunities for you to get the 11th one. It normally happens, and it affects. So it's just us telling you not to lose hope on the 5th interview. Continue applying for your jobs. Yeah, you're gonna get it.
You will.
Yes.
You will. So that was it on the theories. I hope you relate to some or you reflect on all of them.
Yes.
Today I'll plug you on the National Youth Council elections. There are some positions up for grabs, from wards to constituency to the national level. Maybe it's something you could look into. They have already put the call out. I don't know if people, I don't know how it will go, but for you to vie, you have to be 18 to 35. You have to be at least nominated by 50 registered youth voters. You have to at least have a secondary school certificate, be a person of good standing, and meet chapter 6 of the Constitution. And they are saying that for how many members will constitute the National Youth Council, it will be 8 members and not more than 8 nominated members. That is on the national level. Doreen, unavai? Will you?
No.
Oh, me, I will.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to serve us.
Uko juu though.
At the national level.
At the national level. I don't know how that goes, but yeah.
You will vie.
Ndio hiyo sasa nimeanza campaign.
Yes, that's an opportunity. I'll vote for you.
Yeah.
Something else on Ajira digital program, and this is in relation to the gig economy and creative industry. The Ajira digital program, it's a government program or a government initiative designed to bridge a gap between skills, demand, and joblessness by introducing young people to the world of online work.
Yeah.
So when we talk about gig economy, or we talk about creative industry, you can go register with Ajira digital portal and learn some new skill that you can go online and maybe creating content, being a virtual assistant, data entry and management jobs, transcriptions, digital marketing, all for your benefit. And actually, it's a free mentorship. Yeah, it's a 5-week free mentorship. I don't know if they have any opening right now, but it's something that you definitely want to do as a youth.
Okay, that's great. We've really gone past our time today.
What?
Things are becoming easier on this podcast.
I wish it was as easy as you speak.
They're becoming easier, and I know it will be bigger and better. We are looking for partners, so if you can, why not?
Yeah, if you see our content as interesting, don't shy away. Come tell us. Support us.
Support
We
us.
are growing digital content creators.
Yeah.
Yes, because we are still in the gig economy, and we want to
are.
make something out of it, as
Yeah.
much as we are inspiring and educating a lot of Kenyans.
Yeah. Anyway, without
Much ado.
Much
Without
ado.
Further ado.
further much ado, what do they say? We need to
End
wrap it
this.
here. Yeah. So like, subscribe, share, whatever you're going to do, just do it. Support, and we'll hear from us next time.
Yes, see you then, and bye.
Bye bye.